welcome back to my channel. I am back and I'm finally out of my cast. For those who are new and do not know me, my name is Kayla, the creator behind Ties Adorn Crochets and Co. And I mainly crochet plushies. Now, I did start recording, realized my mic wasn't recording, so I had to start over, but I was showing off this little cutie. And we are going to be doing another plushie parade, number 3, if I'm correct, in the series. So we're starting off with the Owl by Crochet Studio USA. I absolutely love this pattern. I bought all of their owl patterns. I got a whole bunch of different owl patterns, but I mainly only make this one. I do want to try the other ones, but I kind of got obsessed with making owls because at my first market I did last year, which was in February of last year, a lot of people kept asking me for owls. So I started making owls. Like I would make one here and there. I don't really know how many I've made so far, but I'm still making them. Like I'm not batch making them. I'm just making them every here and like every once in a blue moon and stuff. But yeah, so we have one owl. I did write down all of the people's patterns I used. As always, I will have it on the screen, and then I will link everyone's Etsy shops, or if they don't have Etsy, then Ribbler, because I know that I did pattern tests on Ribbler. So I'll just make sure to link everything down in the description so that you guys could go check out those people. So let's move on. So next up, we have an axolotl, and I believe this was Lola the axolotl by Pieces of Scraps. I love watching Pieces of Scraps. I usually watch her while I'm editing my videos or doing a pattern test or just crocheting for fun. But I love her. She does like, okay, I'm like drawing a blank. Like I'm not used to recording again, but I really love watching her review videos on patterns because she takes the time out and she will review patterns, but make them in 3 different sizes. Like she goes like above and beyond, and I was so happy I was able to pattern test for her. Now I do have another one. I just have to finish like the back part, but like I got all the pieces done to it. I just have to finish it off and then put it together, and then it's good to go. But yes, this was a pattern test, and it was very fun to make. Like I made a YouTube short on it. It's very fast. I use these like sew on felt eyes and stuff. I got like a whole bunch of them. I wasn't quite sure what size eyes I would need. I decided to just close it off and put these on, and if it worked, it worked. If not, then I was gonna like use my felt needles and felt the eyes in myself. But yes, absolutely love this. I do need to finish off the second one. It technically ended up in my whip pile, so I said I wasn't gonna add to it, but I did. Next up, I have showed you guys this one, this little cutie patootie bird. I did use Premiere very plush for it, and I got a whole bunch when I did my yarn haul, and it came out really big. I used a 10mm hook and 35mm safety eyes, and this was by Crafty Kate on Ribbler. And this was a pattern test. Now, I did enjoy pattern testing it because it was very fast to make. You were supposed to sew on the wings, but I crocheted it into the round to save some time. The top of it, kind of difficult to really tell, but this is basically you cut a piece of yarn and you put it through and then you just tie it off. So it was very simple to make. It didn't take long at all. And look at how big it came out. Absolutely. And it's cotton candy. It's cotton candy color, a cotton candy bird. Why wouldn't you love it? But yeah, so this was a pattern test over on Ribbler. Next on the list, we have the squid by Plushie Co. Over on Etsy. I believe okay, now I'm kind of confused, okay? So I got the duo one. I think it's like the big one and the small one, but for some apparent reason all of mine seem to come out around the same size no matter what type of yarn I use. Like this was the small one and I used jumbo yarn for it. This was Hobby Lobby's yarn. I don't remember the name of it, but I used the small pattern for this, and I used the jumbo yarn. The eyes are hand painted by me. And I absolutely love the squid pattern. I know I've said it before, but it is just so much fun making the squids. And I definitely want to make a whole bunch of these. Like, I'm not kidding. I think like I might dedicate a month to only making squids. I say that so much, like I want to just dedicate a whole bunch of time to just making one thing. Like right now I am focused on making mallards because I did redo my mallard pattern, and my green one, my red one, my pink one, and blue one are all gone. I still have the original ones, but my colorful ones are all gone. So I'm making more. So I'm gonna have maybe at the end of the month a whole video dedicated to mallards. So we'll see. But yes, I definitely want to make more squids. They take no time at all. The only thing that really takes time is like, of course, this part. But you fly through like this part right here very fast. These are 25 millimeter eyes. Um, yeah, I mean, absolutely love it. I can't wait to see. I don't know. I don't know what color I'll use for the next one, but I can't wait to make another one. Um, I think I'm starting to go more and more into like crazy colors for certain stuff. Like some of the mallards I made, I started like experimenting with multicolored yarn and stuff. The birds, of course, I'm starting to use multicolored yarns. So I think it would be absolutely cute to make another squid in another multicolor because that one came out cute. So now up on the list, we have another unicorn. And I did find out who this pattern is by because I said ever since the first plushie parade that I couldn't figure out who this pattern was by. I did end up finding it on my iPad. It wasn't in like fantasy creatures or under unicorns. For some apparent reason, it was under levies, and levies is supposed to be lovies. So don't ask. I don't even know why that folder was there because I have all my lovies underneath baby patterns. So yeah, so it was somewhere where it wasn't supposed to be. So I am also going to be dedicating my time to organizing it. But I absolutely love this pattern. Once you make it enough, you kind of get used to it, and you're able to just start making it off of the top of your head. But absolutely love the leggies. It's kind of embarrassing because I have my own unicorn pattern and I rather make this one because honestly, my unicorn pattern, you have to sew on the head, and I don't enjoy sewing on the heads because I tend to sew them on crooked. So I am writing a new unicorn pattern, something that will resonate more with me and more with the patterns that I'm making now. So yes, we have another unicorn. I am not running out of pink yet. You can't see it, but right behind this one, I have more pink. So I have a ton of pink. This one, I actually just realized that I have a whole nother bag of this color. So I'm not running out. I am running out of white, but I did tell myself I'm not going to buy yarn unless it's for a custom order. And we'll get to that after. But unicorns, I'm going to keep making them. I want to get a few more done. But like I said, with everything, like I'm not in a rush to like batch make stuff. Like every month I might make one in Sutton or something, but I'm in no rush. But yes, these are my go-to unicorns for now until I do my own pattern. And yeah, I just want to get to the point where I can use my own patterns for anything, like axolotls, unicorns, dinos. I want to write a pattern for everything that I could just use. So I don't know. Yeah. So next up on the list, we have Casey Bell. And I have 3 patterns from her. So the first one is her Dino Duo. The other one is a Triceratops, which I've showed you guys multiple times before. This time I just went with the regular Dino, and it came out just so cute. I did make one mistake, and I didn't realize it because like I was sitting in my son's room while he was playing and stuff because he wanted me to come sit in there, and I was like, I'll sit in there with you. And I sewed on the arm backwards, and then I got like halfway up the head, and then I was like, oops. So I had to undo it and fix it, and then yeah. But I also got glue when I was gluing the eyes. I got it on to like the nose, so I have to finish pulling that off. Okay, there we go. So yeah, but absolutely love it. I don't stuff the spikes really. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I don't like stuffing them because when I go to sew it, I end up pulling the stuffing out while trying to sew it, and then I feel like it just looks messy. So yeah, we got one. I am making the duos as much as I can. I'm trying to like get an even number of each, but I have to look to see how many I have. but I am trying to make a few of these. Along with the triceratops. I want to make more triceratops though, but because I want to make them even, I have no choice but to make more of these. Okay, so I am back. My husband called, so I had to take that call. And I don't remember what I was saying about the Dino Duo, the Dino version of the Duo, but I will be making more. I want to focus on the triceratops, but because I said I want to keep it even, eventually I will have to make more of this one. So moving on to another Casey Bell pattern that I bought was her triceratops. Now, I did show you guys the black and white one, and I have now made a blue and white one. I think eventually I'm going to start getting very, I don't even know the word. I'm going to get colorful. I'm going to start getting very, very colorful. So my only issue with this pattern is, like I always say, the horns, I don't know if it's because like my tension eases up when I do bobbles or something, but they always end up slightly off. But another thing is I hate sewing because I tend to sew the stuff on wrong. Like, I feel like they're not like even. Like, I try laying it down and it looks fine to me, but I mean, I don't know, but I absolutely love it. I don't know why I became obsessed with triceratops, but I did. So I definitely am going to make more of these. So as of right now, I'm going to be making a ton of mallards, a ton of squids, owls, triceratops. I have a list of stuff that I want to constantly make. So, and I use Premier yarn for basically like everything. Like a majority of this is Premier Basics. And then of course the squid was Hobby Lobby yarn. The Lola, the axolotl was actually yarn that I got from, it wasn't Walmart. Where did I get it from? Ollie's. I got it from Ollie's when Ollie's bought the brunette blanket from Joann's. Yeah. So, but yes, majority of Premier. I am trying to clear myself out of all the other yarns. Like I'm trying to clear these 2 shelves, and then I'm kind of in no rush to use the other 3 shelves because I do plan on buying more Premier yarn, but I kind of know what I want to do. So yes, we're going to be making more of these. I would like to make a jumbo one. I don't have jumbo yarn for this right now. I only have jumbo yarn for another project that I wanted to do. So yeah. So let me put you right. I don't want that to accidentally unplug. Right there. So next up on the list. Oh wait, we have one more from Casey Bell because I did say we had 3. And I've been trying different axolotl patterns, and this one is big, as you can see. And I have a whole bunch of these mouths, and I wanted to do like a mixture of the smiley mouths and then just the like the open mouth and then just the smiley mouth. So now that I know what it looks like with this mouth, I want to make one with just the regular mouth. I'm not quite sure yet if I'm gonna do that or not, but I have like a list of patterns. So basically, if I like the pattern, I'll write it down on the list and then I'll decide if I want to make it again. But obviously the list is not for me to just, like I said, maybe one every month. I'm not quite sure yet, but we do have the axolotl. My favorite axolotl pattern overall is from, Knotson. I would have to look that up. And if I remember the name, then I will come back and tell you guys. But if I'm actually Loops and Knots Crochet, because I showed off those axolotls maybe in February or in January I did, because I have them right here. So yeah. What was the name I just said? Loops and Knots Crochet. Loops and Knots Crochet. I also watch her a lot on YouTube. I love her long form videos of her just market prepping and stuff. Like, I saw the pictures on Instagram of all her market prep for her one market. So she prepping for like a whole year. It is insane how much she gets done. So yeah, but so yeah. So I do want to make more of these. They're big. I think soon what I need to do is I need to start pricing my items, and I'll tell you guys why at the end of the video. So now I have another pattern test that I did. I did show you guys this before. It is I have yarn everywhere. This is by Stitch and Stuff Crochet over on Ribbler. It's a 5-in-1 no-sew Easter chick / bunny and eggs. I did the chick and the bunny in the egg. I'll show off the chick first. This was the chick. Just how it looks. And then here, oops, is the bunny. It got kind of squished in the egg, but this is the bunny. I like how the arms also stayed in position from how I had it in the egg. And then, of course, this is the egg. The egg was 2 separate pieces. I just sewed it together, and it looks like this. I will be selling this as is, like, together. So whoever buys this will get the egg, the chick, and the bunny. And, yeah, I said this was from Stitch and Stuff Crochet. Absolutely love this pattern. I want to get to stick out some more. But yeah, absolutely love this pattern. It was fast to make. I gave them sleepy eyes because at the time I didn't know what size eyes I would need. And also it did not clarify like what was the front and back. And as it was shaping out, I was kind of nervous of where to put the eyes. So I just decided to close it off, and I had sleeping eyes. So I was like, I'll just glue them on. It came out wonderful. That one had a little smiley face. So it's sleeping eyes, but smiley face, you know, they're happy while they sleep. So I had fun making this. I do have some other egg patterns, like chicken and egg patterns that I wanted to try out. I don't think I'll try it out anytime soon. Maybe next March when April comes back around, because, you know, I missed all of April. So, yeah. Now I'm done with everything in the book. Let me just double check. So we did Casey Bell, Pieces of Scraps, Plushie Co, Stitch and Stuff, Crafty Kate. I'll be back. Going through the list, I realized I was missing something, and it was this duck by Mina.Migurumi. And this is a free pattern on Instagram and on Ribbler. This is my go-to duck. I haven't tried any other ducks but this one. And sells out all the time for me. Like I said before, I was selling in 2 stores before I moved, and both stores always sold out of the ducks. And the axolotls, of course, but the ducks always sold out. I do want to make more. My son took this one, so I kind of just want to give it back to him. Every time he sees it, he keeps taking it, and then I have to like bribe him with candy, like I just had to do just now, to get it back. But yeah, so that's the duck. I was only making it in like a dark green, like this color right here, but I decided to go bright because I don't know, I just want to make them in all different colors. I don't want to stick to like basic colors. Now, another thing that I had made before I broke my hand, and all this is from March because I broke my hand in March, and then I refused to release any content because I was depressed that I couldn't crochet. So my March pattern was my my frog in overalls, and I made one for my son because he absolutely fell in love with mine. And this one is the one I made for my son. Now, this does not leave his bed unless he's mad. If he's mad, he throws it and he's like, I don't care. But it always ends up back on his bed. He's gotten rid of all his other teddy bears, his everything else. And this is the only one that stays on his bed, no matter what. And it's still clean. So I'm shocked about that. I'm shocked that it's still clean. But the one thing I can say about this pattern is that I absolutely love that I switched it up. I made it so it had more of like a belly. I kept the butt the same, like the backside, but I made it have like a bigger belly, as you could see. And that's what I was going for. Like, wanted to make it wider, more belly type. So yeah, I mean, I do want to make more. I think that because I didn't get to release April's pattern, which was going to be my bunny, I could actually show you guys the bunny. It's not done. I'm trying to figure out where I could put this safely. My desk is completely crowded. Is that the correct one? I have 2 bunnies. No, that one's not done. So yeah, let's go for this one. So this was the first bunny I had made, and it has no eyes, of course, because I haven't put eyes on it yet. But this was gonna be my April pattern. What I like to do is I write the pattern, and like as I'm writing the pattern, I'm making it. So one thing that I would like to note is that these are both in overalls. This is my overall collection. But as you could see, the bunny has no tummy. Let me move the air. The bunny has no tummy, whereas the frog has a belly. The bunny has no booty, whereas the frog does, as you could see. And I've said this before, what I'm doing is that I'm not just taking a base pattern and just reusing it and just changing the head. I am actively changing the pattern over and over again. Yes, if you wanted to, you could buy one of my patterns and just freehand the face yourself, but I am making an army of animals in overalls that all look different in some type of way, whether they're taller, skinnier, fatter, rounder, I don't know. But yeah. So this was my April pattern. This was Blossom the bunny in overalls. And what I did wrong is I wrote the pattern as I was making it. So what I do is I take the base pattern and I work off of that. So I make the feet. The feet are always the same, but I decided that I wanted her to have on boots. So I cut off the legs and then made them into overalls. But I ended up changing this part because I didn't like the way it looked. And then the tail is crocheted into the round, as you could see. But for me, the tail is kind of low. I wanted it to be higher. So as I'm writing the pattern, I am crocheting. Well, actually, I'm crocheting and then writing the pattern or editing the pattern. So yeah. And then the ears are crocheted into the head itself. And then the hat, I was able to get the hat one. The hat is removable. But seeing as how they come as an outfit, I left it as is. The only thing I didn't like or I wanted to change is I wanted the hat to be further down in the back, as you could see. I wanted to cover the back of the head completely. So like this part isn't showing. And then I broke my hand. Well, actually, no. I started working on the next bunny, the improved bunny of this one, and started taking pictures. I don't take pictures in the process of designing the pattern. And I realized that I need to stop doing that because what ends up happening is like I'll do like my first go around will be really good. Like my first frog pattern was my only frog pattern. This is the second one I've ever made. And I had to make this one because I didn't take pictures of the first one. Same thing with the Nova the cat in overalls. My first one was the angry one, came out fantastic. And the only reason I had to make another one is so that I could take pictures. And the only reason I made a third one is for the YouTube tutorial. So I only make one. And I tried to do my best to make it so I'm not making a lot of errors. And if I do, I just go back. So like I don't have to do so many takes. So I do need to put eyes on this one. And then I'm not going to show off the official one because the one that I have unfinished because I broke my hand, that's the one I'm just going to release at the end of the year when I do the bundle, because the bundle is going to have all 12. I am in the process of working on May's pattern. It was supposed to be for Mother's Day, but seeing as how I'm just now getting back into crocheting, it's just going to be for May itself. It will come out towards the end of May. And I am also working on June's. June's will be for Father's Day. So moving on. I'm going to save my two biggest ones for last, okay? But these two were free-handed. This was just an octo that I made. It was just free-handed. I had a little bit of Michael's Sweet Snuggles Light, the like messy kind that like everyone did not like. So I just used it up, and yeah, an octopus is an octopus. But I enjoy using the messy Sweet Snuggles Light on pets. So cat loafs, anything that's naturally furry, that yarn works very well with because your cat loafs look kind of furry. So I don't think I have any more of it though. So just sit. I probably shouldn't put you on my safety eyes. Let's just put you on my laptop. Now, this one is like Moochie the dog. It was free-handed. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know. I think I saw a picture of one and I thought it was cute and I couldn't find the actual pattern. So I just tried to freehand it, and I sewed the ears. I like surface crochet the ears, and I was like, yep, never trying it again. I mean, it was cute and all, like it's cute and all, but um, I just didn't care for it. I mean, it was cute to see it, but after making it making it myself and my own version of it and stuff, I was like, I don't know, it's not for me. It's not for me. I would love to find the actual pattern. I feel like it would be much better. But on to the final two plushies. Okay, a lot just happened. So I have my last two plushies that I want to show you guys, and it's I have some confessions. Okay, so I'm just gonna put that right there for now. So when I told you guys in the beginning of the year that I wanted to do a overall series, Nova the cat was not the first overalls animal I made. It was actually cows. So I wrote this pattern back in August of 2025. And don't mind the crack screen, my son dropped it. But you could see it like right up there. It says August 22nd, 2025 at like 5:41 p.m. I wrote this pattern back in August. And I made one, and my mom has it. So because I didn't have the physical plushie anymore, I didn't feel the need to rush to make another one. So the pattern never got released. And then finally I said, I want to make an overall series. And I use this pattern to make Nova the cat in overalls. Obviously I change it up some, and yeah. So I decided, I said, you know what? I said, let me make the original overalls inspiration. And I made two of them. And I switched the colors around, as you could see. Like the patches on this one is the overalls on this one, and the patches on this one are the overalls on this one. Absolutely love them. And they came out different sizes. I came to realize with this one, I didn't stuff it as much, but I still like how it feels and stuff. Um, my son going nuts in his room. But yeah, this was the original overalls, like plushie for me. This is where it all started. I made one, loved it. My mom took it. She wanted it, so I gave it to her. And I just never wanted to make another one. And then I said, I want to do a series. And now I can admit that I've had an overalls pattern, and it was the cow. So in February, when I was showing off the Highland cow and I said I want to make regular cows, I've already had the pattern for the regular cows. I just didn't have any inspiration to remake an old pattern. I have yet to go back and remake my old patterns. And I am doing that now because I have to update all my patterns so I can put them on Etsy, which means they need pictures and videos. And yeah, so that's it. That's everything that I've made. I don't know how many I made. I'll put that down in the corner so that you guys know. But a quick plug. So my Lumily, it's a website, kind of like Ribbler, where you could go on there, you could sell your patterns, you could purchase patterns, you could pattern test for people, you could put patterns up there for free. It is a great site. I am now on there. I do have Nova the cat up there right now for testing, just so that that website also has verified testers on it as well. I am still in the process of updating everything and putting it onto my Etsy. My issue is that I broke my hand, so I am far behind. But during the time that I did break my hand, I was still working on my computer, and putting all of my patterns into a PDF file, reading through the pattern, fixing what I didn't like. I was trying to crochet while I was in the cast, and it wasn't happening. So I did start doing a new project, completely for crocheting, but not crocheting. So once I perfect that project, I will definitely show you guys what it is. But for now, it's a secret. I have a lot more to show you guys. I have so many unfinished projects and ideas in my head that I am constantly going through and trying to write them down and get them out. Like, I didn't think of anything new while I was in the cast and stuff, but I have, like, I can't even explain it, but like whenever I get an idea, I instantly start working on it, which is very bad for me because that's how I end up having so many whips. So I'm trying to work on my new patterns, but not tell you guys what they are, not show you guys what they are. I know one of them is seen in this view right now, and actually two of them. Two of them are in view right now, and I don't want to show you guys until I make more. So, on that note, I hope you guys enjoy. I am finally back. I cannot wait to keep crocheting. I am working on May's pattern, and I'll tell you right now, it is Petaline the sheep, okay, in overalls. So look forward to a sheep in overalls coming this month. I'm hoping to get it done and get it out for testing next week. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and follow for more. Thank you. Bye.